we're gonna see the laning phase, and then we're gonna see 1 or 2 team fights, and you're pushing in these team fights, and then we can swap to the better game and see how you did there. Okay, good. Try to trade a bit more. He is melee, so anytime you feel like he's gonna step forward, get some more right clicks going on. Yeah, I mean, Ember is kind of a co-op counter unless you play really good co-op and the Ember missteps somewhere. That's the only time you can get your lead back, and looks like he has been getting a lot of regen as well, so he's definitely scared of you.
Yes, I think I did not last it very well this game.
Yeah. So close. So you did go for the farming build, but looks like your timing on Orchid was a bit off. So when you go for that commitment into that 3 points into the Scream, I believe it's called, or yeah, Scream of Pain, you can't really go take any fights until you get the Orchid timing. So if you do go for the maxing your Scream of Pain, all you gotta do is burst Flash the Wave with your Scream of Pain. I have enough clarities and regen of mana. And you keep taking the wave, and you keep taking the jungle as well. At level 6, you can get drawled, but personally, when I'm playing this farm build, I like to get that extra point in either my blink or extra point in my poison touch itself, or shadow strike. Yeah, because I can't really kill anyone. Like the reason why co-op 6 is so strong is that you kill the mid laner because you have so many points in your shadow strike. Like you're able to get a kill on Pudge. Good. That's fine. I would have prioritized the axe than the Pudge, but you got both the kills, so it shouldn't be too hard for you guys.
So I shouldn't have gank, but just farm with this build.
Yeah. So when you're going for like this kind of skill build, where you only have 1 point in Shadow Strike, only 1 point in Blink, you do have damage. Like Scream of Pain does do damage, but the chaseability and the real Queen of Pain thing only relies on this one. If you don't have a maxed out Shadow Strike, you can't really hunt anyone, especially the supports. Like for example, if you go on the Grimstroke, you can't really stop this with a Grimstroke with just this thing. And the Ember has a Flame Guard, which gives him let's see, I forgot the count. If he gets 1 more point, it's going to give him 360. That means he will have still 60 more damage to stop all your magic damage, kind of thing. That's why Ember is like that counter to Queen of Pain, because as soon as he gets to 1 point, you can't really do that much immense damage unless you have the Shadow Strike. Well, yeah, if you do like I do see a lot of people going for this. Anytime you feel like you can't kill anyone, this is the skill that you need to go. Because if you go for the points in Shadow Strike and there's not a kill target mid for you, it's pretty much a wasted build, and you want to go that farming structure. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I couldn't kill Ember, that's why I maxed with
Yeah. Yeah. So one more thing, this goes to for efficiency. So anytime you get like a creep wave, so let's see, where's creep wave? So it's like here, it's only 2, but usually what you want to do is you want to like I can't mark on the map. Okay, you want to just walk the creep wave to this camp right over here, and you take them both at the same time, because yours is an AoE thing, and you don't want to waste too much mana, and you just want to increase the efficiency. And because you don't have any creeps, they're gonna just follow you. So you could just walk like this and come here, take this, and join the next wave as well at the same time. So by the time you kill the next coming wave, this one will already be refreshed, kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, looking at your side lanes too, there's not many places you can really gank. I mean, there's a Pudge, I guess, the only person you can kill. Maybe Grim if you get lucky, but not many targets. So definitely the farm build is the way to go. This game looks like you get a kill on Ember. Is there no damage? There is not no damage actually. He's able to kill you. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if you had like more points in Shadow Strike, you going for that move would have been the right move. But because you didn't have many points, your Scream of Pain actually didn't do any damage to him because he absorbed most of it. And this one only does 30 initial and 30 per tick. Instead of what it could have done, like 120 with 90 per each tick, which is more stronger and Ember can't sustain it, even with Flame Guard. Yeah, let's keep going. Let me change it to player perspective, so it's easier for us. Yeah, I mean, you already know that Ember is going to be that type of person who's going to keep roaming and going around. So you did a good move, like how you pushed the wave in first before coming here. Try to get more people in your scream instead of trying to focus only one. Maximize your damage that you're putting out by thinking before you blink. I do like that you are doing thread swapping or item swapping when you're using mana regions. Definitely like the efficiency. A lot of players don't even do that. Okay, I do like that you're farming. I guess that does make sense. The Orchid, the 40-minute timing is usually when you go for that kill build, and there's like a lot of targets for you to kill, so that you can get that 40-minute Orchid fully made.
I don't know. I couldn't kill Ember this whole game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's a hard target. He has the tools to deal with you.
The Ember didn't go even one save item, and even after Orchid, I couldn't kill him.
Okay. Oh, there's a fight happening. Okay, you respond to it. Good. Yeah, especially this game. I like, even if you were AFK farming and pushing waves as they were coming to your mid tower or wherever the closest lane is for you, I would have been fine with this game. Because you can't really do anything before you have that Orchid. Like, you just saw, like, if you go for any kind of fight or initiations without that Orchid, you're gonna pretty much die, because they have control for you. They have Grimstroke, they have Pudge, they have the Ember Spirit who can chain you and stuff like that. So without that Orchid, or even without the Yules, you're pretty much very weak this game. And you can't really threaten anyone, because if you jump the Jug, he's just gonna spin and stop all your damage. Maybe you can get your Scream off, but that's the only thing you can get off on him. And same with like the Grimstroke. You go on the Grimstroke and the silence comes instantly onto you into an Inkswell, and you either die if there's someone else nearby, or he's just gonna run away from you or TP away, because you can't hit him that much.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's those kind of unfortunate games. I see that you tried to go for BKB, but then I'm assuming you changed it to Yules because that's what we saw.
Yeah, I didn't like BKB this game because they had Pudge and Axe.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely good call. And Yules also helps you against the Juggernaut's ult, which can kill you. I'm not sure why the Grimstroke is showing. Oh, the Spirit Breaker shares. Yeah, beautiful ult. Oh, nice, you got away. Good job. Try to use your Orchid as well. So let's see. Let's go back. So let's see, did he spin? He didn't spin. But if he did, just try to use your Orchid during these fights. And anytime you drop your Sonic Wave, let me go actually slow it down. Sorry, I'm going so many times back. So, let's see, let me go free camera so it's easier for me to see. Okay, so you do see the Juggernaut, and this is when you're using the Scream, right? I would have personally used your Orchid on the Juggernaut there, because Orchid, anytime any kind of damage goes when someone is Orchided, the damage is increased. So it's 30% of the damage they receive is going to be going as inflicted bonus magical damage on them on soul burn. So you could, anytime you're trying to use your Sonic Wave, which does 450 damage, you always want to maximize all your spells. So imagine you use Sonic Wave into Scream of Pain into a Shadow Strike. It might be enough. If the soul burn damage is enough, the Juggernaut might get bursted at that point, especially if your teammate does some kind of right click as well.
Okay, so more Orchid usage?
More Orchid usage, yeah. And always prioritize who you want to Orchid. Like, for example, if you are in the fight and you see that Ember uses chains, I'm sorry, that's the wrong example. For example, if there's a Grimstroke already used the silence, you really don't need to silence the Grimstroke when all the spells of Grimstroke are on CD because they have been used out. And if they're doing swell and come to you, you always have the blink ability to blink really fast away. Okay. And in that time, you either prioritize it onto Juggernaut, depending on if he has Omni Slash or not, or you go for the Ember so that he doesn't escape.
Okay.
Yeah. it's like that active thinking that you need to do, where who is my kill, who can kill me, or who is my main threat in this game. Yeah, you guys should be able to kill them off, I think so. Uh-oh, unlucky. Oh, there. Good job, good job. Very good job. Yeah. Jumping like that is always fine, as long as you exactly know where the Pudge and Ember are. It shouldn't be too bad for you guys. I would probably... okay, you changed your target, okay. I would have probably changed it before a bit earlier as well. Try to kill a Juggernaut faster, because it's a Pudge at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah. Okay, good job, good job. I really like the fact that you considered kiting back a bit and not fully being in the front. It's always something that co-op players sometimes get caught up and they get super aggressive. So I would probably say, just from watching this replay, I think you're not still content enough or content in your itemizations. I see that you've been like jumping around from BKB to, I believe that's Sidlewise. Yeah, Sidlewise. And I think you eventually came on to Yield. I think you need to have like some kind of pre-plan before a game, because it's so now you went for Ags, so you need to have some kind of pre-plan going into the games, so that unless you have that pre-plan, you're essentially wasting 4k gold. That means even if you're let's go into your net worth little charts. So net worth wise, you are above the Ember, but the Ember has like more edge over you because he doesn't have that excess pool of gold, whereas he has an extra item compared to you, who has that 4k gold which is not being used. See what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I was struggling a bit with my item build because I didn't know what to build against these heroes. I think Yules have been good, and I did go Yules after all.
Yeah.
But I wasn't just sure that Yules was the item until I just bought it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So usually, when I play Queen of Pain, it's always good to get that extra. I mean, what I'm talking. To get that defensive item. So you have two options. One, do I go BKB or do I go Yules? This game, I think Yules is fine as long as you're able to react really fast. It should be good. Good Queen of Pain. But yeah, so anytime it's always Orchid.
Yeah.
Defensive item into either game dependence item, like I mean Shiva's is kind of bad, but Lotus or Shiva's or Sidlewise or even Ags, depending on how the game is going to be played. What's your role in the game? Is your role just providing insane damage? If it's insane damage, you go Ags so that it's pure damage, or no? Yes, it is. Oh no, it's starting off, it's pure. It increases damage. If your role is just to keep using your ult in these team fights and doing that AoE damage, or is it going in the backlines, or is it stunning or holding the core targets with Sidlewise or something like that, or is your job to remove illusions with Shiva's card, or just remove the healing component of the enemy team? So just think of that before going, like in strategy phase, or even when you pick the co-op. I mean, when you're playing mid, it's kind of hard because you do pick it at the very end, so you don't have that much time to like strategize. But just in that last 30 seconds, or even waiting for that rune for that 1 minute 30 seconds, just actively think, what are my items? What are going to be the items I need, excluding how my team played? So like Yules and Orchid, they're your items only. Like they have zero impact on what are items your teammates are going to be making. Unless you have like a Juggernaut, you don't want to mess up his Omni Slash and stuff like that. But just think of that. But yeah, I do like your reasoning of not going the BKB this game. There were 2 BKB cancelers, and those are the only 2 people who are essentially your threat actually. I would have probably went Yules into a Aeon maybe this game. It's not a bad Aeon this game.
Okay.
Good job. He should have died. Interesting, he didn't die. Okay, he finally died. But yeah, I think Aeon this is really nice. You need that combo breaker, especially going into Axe Call into a Pudge Dismember is going to be the one that's going to kill you away. Is there any other better items? Yeah, it's a hard game for Queen of Pain. It's just one of those rough games. I'm assuming you picked it in like the second pick and you got counter or something as the last one.
Um, I don't remember, but I think it was the last week.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
it was second phase. It was
Okay.
second phase.
Yeah. And also, like, you don't need to feel too bad about getting countered, because in the current how drafting works and how the draft phase works, it's really hard to not get countered unless you get super lucky. But yeah. So let us. Do you have any other questions about this game before we go to the next game?
So what made me lose this game? Was it being countered or?
I think it was. It had like the little element of getting countered. It was a rough game for you. You needed to be playing on your game. This game definitely, and I think your positioning was a bit off in some of the fights. I think you could have blinked into a better spots and made it harder for the enemy team to change focus onto you. And I think your target prioritization was a bit off. It's not super off. I think it's just on a bit of a delay. You do go to the right target at the end of the day, but you delay it a bit, and it's not too bad. I think it's something that it can be fixed very fast. Yeah, especially when you gank mid the top first, where you didn't target the axe and you targeted the pudge, and the other time where you targeted the pudge instead of the juggernaut kind of thing. So those are the only small things, and I think the biggest thing probably for this game for you to lose is definitely itemization. I think you were really hesitant on the itemization, and you really need to be content on what you want to make. Like, there's no wrong thing to make, just make it, and if it doesn't work, next time you play co-op, you will not make it. It's just a learning experience. If you don't make mistakes, it's gonna be really hard. And especially on a hero like Queen of Pain, you can't what's it called? You can't hold back your goal, because the Queen of Pain is that snowbally hero who needs items to do the damage onto enemy heroes. So anytime you hold back or not do any kind of damage, it's gonna be hard for you. But yeah, I think that's the major thing that might have lost you this game. Especially in the early game. When it goes to like 30-40 minutes, do save for buyback is always a good thing to do. And your alchemist just whiffed his episode. Okay.